All right, y'all. So Jayden Daniels gets selected with the number 2 overall pick to the Commanders. And this is all I'm going to say, guys. This is all I'm going to say. Do not stop surrounding Jayden Daniels with weapons. You got to surround this kid with weapons. Now, listen, shout out to Jayden Daniels. As a Bama fan, I have a crap ton of respect about this kid. He's a big reason why LSU was so successful and so fun to watch. Honestly, last year, a lot of people are giving Malik Neighbors and of course Brian Thomas Jr. a lot of credit. Let me tell you something, man. Jayden Daniels was a big part of that trio. And, man, shout out to him going to the number 1 overall pick, a hard worker. This kid, watching this kid at Arizona State against Oregon when he absolutely lit it up. I never thought this kid would have had that mobility. I never even thought he had that mobility in him, but he did. When he came to LSU, became much more of a scrambling quarterback. Developed last season his passing game, and I mean everything about his passing game. His pocket presence, his precision, his short to intermediate accuracy, his deep ball for the most part. I think his arm strength is a little underrated. I think not a lot of people are really giving him a lot of credit, but man, his ability to be dynamic in the running game is crazy. Listen, I'm gonna keep saying this. Guys. Jayden Daniels might just have the best burst I've ever seen from a quarterback in terms of just 0 to 100 acceleration. This dude's acceleration when he is scrambling is something else. Not saying he's the fastest quarterback, but my gosh, that burst that he has is insane. The dude looks like a freaking jackrabbit. He looks like a rabbit. Not saying he's Lamar, but man, I mean, could he etch his name in that caliber? Maybe. But all I know is this. With Washington, again, there's going to be question marks about him, right? In terms of, number one, he's frail, right? He was able to kind of build his body because before he went from 185 to 190 to barely 200 pounds. I think he was able to kind of get that weight to around 210 pounds, but he's slim. He's not the biggest guy in the world. He's sucked, right? He got banged up a couple times because he put his body into harm's way, not to mention he got hurt a couple times in the pocket while taking big shots. So again, same thing I said with Caleb Williams with that pre-recorded video, you have got to surround that dude with the right offensive weapons. As a matter of fact, every quarterback, I might just say that, surround this dude with the right possible weapons in order for that man to be successful, right? Right now you have Scary Terry and you have Jahan Dotson. That's what you have. You have Scary Terry and you have Jahan Dotson. You got to keep surrounding him with more weapons, right? I like Dwami Brown. You brought in Jamison Crowder, who I think is a little over the hill as a slot guy. You brought in Zach Ertz, same situation. He's not the same dude like he was 4 to 5 years ago. You got to keep surrounding that dude with weapons, because again, Sam Howell. Let's be frank. I don't think Sam Howell had the greatest fair shake. The offensive line, let's be honest, was not good. The running game was damn near non-existent, and I like Brian Robinson. But that offensive line has got to get improved. That receiving game still has got to get improved. And you got to keep working with them. Got to keep working with them. This is your number 2 overall pick. You invested a lot into him. Now you have to make sure that you have to surround him with the right certainty, and especially if you want him to be successful. I believe with Cliff Kingsbury kind of being there. So congratulations to Jayden Daniels. He's the man. And I'm excited to see what he can do. And best of luck to the Washington Commanders and to Jayden Daniels.